I'm from Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're giving off St. Paul vibes.
You know, I spent a lot of time in St. Paul. I went to high school in St. Paul.
Okay.
So yeah, what is St. Paul vibes?
I don't know. I feel like I know the feel for different artists. I sit across artists from Minneapolis and I sit across artists from St. Paul. Completely different energy.
What's the difference?
Honestly, I'm gonna try to use some words. Like, I feel like it's more of a old school feeling from St. Paul when it comes to music.
Okay,
it's more old school vibes, where Minneapolis is more new school, if that makes sense.
Okay, I can see that.
I get a lot of nostalgic feeling from sitting across people from St. Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's the best I can express that.
I like that. I can rock with that. It's funny because Juice Lord, the last sound set in the Sway in the Morning, he was like, I wanted you to say you was from St. Paul so bad. You disappointed me, sis. I'm like, nigga. I guess it depends on my mood. I've lived all over Minnesota. I'm born and mostly raised here, so.
Good.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about labels? Do you have one? Do you want to be on one? Is that a goal of yours?
Not really. I would love to be independent with like some sideline label support. I don't know, maybe larger management, but like independent vibes. I don't know how that works, but I want to have creative control. And I feel like labels are just machines and they can take advantage. So I don't know.
Do you feel like the status on being independent and being on a label have changed?
For sure. I think independent is the way. People have proven that they can be indie and be successful. You don't necessarily need, or it's not even, I don't know if it's even the goal for a lot of artists anymore. Like, you're going to see more of your bread being independent. You're going to have more creative control being independent. So,
do you think that the idea of independent labels is the reason that so many Black women have been able to be more successful when it comes to rap?
I would say so, because a label will paint a picture of an artist that they want to see and not be able to really truly see through their lens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
Well, you good.
How do you feel about a team? You said that solo comes from being on your own. Obviously, you enjoy that space, but what does that look like for you?
I think a team is necessary, and that's part of the reason why I haven't progressed the way that I would like to. But finding a solid team is difficult, for sure. At the times that I've had like real support, where I had a solid DJ, a solid engineer, people to push, people to show up, is when I've been and when I've felt most successful.
So how do you get back to that?
I don't know. I just pray about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So and I recognize too that sometimes I have to stay out of my own way with that, and be able to attract what it is that I know that I need. But I don't know. I'm gonna get it done regardless kind of person. Like, I don't need y'all. It's a struggle. You got to find a balance, and I haven't found the balance.
Okay. Well, thank you for that honesty and how hard that is.
Yeah.
I'm in that point too. So finding that balance is like the key to like what comes next.
And finding consistent people, right? People ain't consistent with their own shit.
Nope.
So how you gonna show up and be consistent for me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fully agree. Where are you in your career right now?
I'm at a pivotal point. I was just telling Jake the other day, like, either I'm gonna see some real progress soon, or I don't know if I can continue. And I say that, but then it's like, you're not gonna really stop. Like, it's in you, it's not on you. So I don't know. I'm like over it and motivated at the same time. And that's such a hard space to be in, especially like when you're a parent, you have responsibilities. It's like, nigga, I gotta pay rent. I can't spend all this bread on mixing and mastering and studio time, and like, I ain't got it, dog. I'm not balling. So like, how am I gonna be able to sustain and like continue to be diligent in my passions? Like, there's not enough hours in the day.
No. I think the hardest part about that too is like you really want to make sure you're paying people what they're worth, because it
That
makes
as
a
well.
huge difference, because everybody in this field goes through the same thing, so you never want to shortchange anybody
Absolutely.
or any of that, but literally this shit's expensive as fuck.
And for people to be able to say, oh, I did this for you, or I did that for you, like that don't sit right with me. So I don't know, it's striking the balance between having people who support you, where you don't always have to come out of your pocket, right? We can find a reciprocal balance, you know what I'm saying? But also you get what you pay for.
Right, I agree.
It's all a fucking balancing act, basically.
Okay, so what have you released recently?
A book. It is a journal, 7-day grief journal for hip hop lovers. I love writing. I love journaling. Like, that is my happy space. I've been a published author since I was 9 years old. So I've always had a passion for language and words and writing. And yeah, just with the past year, with some of my own experience, losing a child, losing a lover, losing my best friend, this was heavy on my spirit. And so pairing the music with the journaling, with the motivation, it really came together naturally.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about that?
I don't know, all of it. This is my baby.
Will you read one? Like read one passage?
Sure. All right. This is day 4. So it's a quote, a prompt, and then there's writing space. So the quote is from Mary J. Blige. The song is Be Happy. And it says, all I really want is to be happy and to find a love that's mine. It would be so sweet. And this is grieving a love that failed. There is nothing like mourning someone who has not died. Unfortunately, the grief process is the same. If you are blessed enough to experience love, it is likely you'll also experience losing it. Write about that loss.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
Where can you find it at?
It's on Amazon, so search either my name, Nakara White, throwing my government out there, or 7-day grief journal for hip hop lovers. For hip hop lovers will eventually be a series of journals. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Who are your favorite engineers, producers, and video people to work with in the city?
So majority of my video work and graphics and all of that, flyers, have been done by Quiz Harlan. I love him. He is so quality. He shows up for me every time. And he shows love, right? I've been consistent with him, so he ain't always trying to break the bank with me, but the work is still gonna be stellar. I fuck with Destiny Roberts. Can we cuss on here? Dang, okay, I probably should have asked. Fuck with Destiny Roberts tough.
For Destiny, that's always available.
Facts.
Worth it.
Yes. She is amazing. She's somebody who's become a great friend of mine. She takes my vision and bring it to life with no problem. Love working with her. Who else? I don't know if I have a favorite engineer. I'm loving Zach right now. He's my current engineer, Medium Zach. He's working on the Love Hangover 2 project. So building rapport with him has been the bomb. I've worked with Tech. He was dope. I feel like for the first Love Hangover, he pulled a lot out of me. He really became a fan of mine, and it was clear in the way that we exchanged in the studio. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
Does that give you a lot of validation in your work?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It feels good when the people you work with actually believe in what it is you're talking about. And I think it makes a difference in the output.
Agree. So what's next for you? What does the rest of 2021 look like for you?
Whew, first of all,
as an artist,
we be making plans and shit just goes awry. But releasing Love Hangover 2, the music is, I would say, about 90% done, so I'm super geeked about that. Really just figuring out the rollout for that. I'm not, especially with the way that the first Love Hangover went, I really wanted to be top tier. I really wanted to be a fair representation of the work that I've put in it. So the visuals got to be on point, all of that. So
are you one of the people who like to do visuals, have all the visuals done before you release the project?
Not necessarily, but I still need to have a solid plan in place. So like when I did Love Hangover, the first one, we were doing them as we went, but we had a schedule.
Okay.
And me and Des were both super flexible. So it was like we had all of the video material planned out, what we wanted it to look like, where we're gonna shoot, blah, blah, blah. But we were shooting as we went. So like we might shoot 2 weeks before it dropped, but we had a drop schedule.
Okay. Super important. Drop schedule.
Yes, the drop schedule is everything. It keeps you on task. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm big on like to-do lists and tasks and like deadlines.
That's one of my 3. So Cancer, Capricorn, Cancer, and the Capricorn is the reason I'm sitting in this seat right now.
I like it.
So if it was up to you, you get where you want to go. Minnesota or leave?
I would like to have a home here, but I ain't necessarily got to stay here. I'm not like, as I've grown, I've become to appreciate Minnesota more, so I'm not like anti-Minnesota. Like, I don't feel like I can't thrive here,
Yeah.
but I ain't got to live here. I'm not with the winter, honestly. Like, you know.
I always speak on like how important it is for us to create that space for artists to be like, it's okay to leave and stop being so mean and bashing people.
Yeah.
When that ultimately that is the goal. Like this isn't
Yeah.
our home. Like why should anybody be okay with staying and when the goal is to go live by the beach?
Right.
Or any
Or
of that.
whatever gives you peace,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know. I love Minnesota summers. Yeah, if I could dip for like the cold part, I would be straight. I would come back and I would live good, but yeah, I don't know. I think it would be dope to be able to live around more Black people though.
Yes,
For
I
sure.
agree. My dream goal, Ghana. I'm gonna get myself till I'm 40. I want my own garden out there. I want to just like be able to wake up and go pick mangoes from my
Yes,
tree.
yes. I love that.
Simple life.
For sure.
What do you see for the music community in the future? Do you see it hitting where it's supposed to hit, where we need it to hit?
I would hope so, but I'm not sure. The more talented people here are burnt out.
Yeah.
If they have been diligent, they're tired of not reaping what they feel like they're sowing, or they're not diligent, and it's like, nigga, you're going nowhere fast. So I don't know. I would hope so,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
Feel the
It's
same
kind of
way.
sad.
It is.
It's a little sad. I'm one of the more probably not diligent. Like, if I'm honest with myself, like when I'm in it, I'm in it.
Yeah.
But like you get tired, especially when you're wearing every hat. So it's like I want to keep going, but nigga, I need to go punch a clock. I need to spend time with my family. I need to mentally recharge.
Yeah.
So
Process of artists.
the struggle, the beautiful struggle.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. This was good. This is Solo Star, and this is Staring at the City.
The Disney Channel
Can we
mark.
do it again?
It's like
that
a
was
Disney
perfect.
Channel.